What is going on, Buckeye Nation? We are back, man, with another episode of Walks Buckeye Talks. We had a productive week to this week, this Saturday. A lot of good college football was played, and the Buckeyes we got a shutout, the Big Ten play. So there's a lot of good stuff going on. Like what I saw, we'll dive into a recap here in a second, but I want to shout out all the veterans that served today, male and female across the world, man. Appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Let's dive into it. College football, once again, man, I always say this about college football. Every week is different. It doesn't matter if your team wins by 1 or 20. Next week is a different week. And we saw that with Georgia. I expected Georgia to win, right? I thought against Florida, they didn't play their best ball. Usually Kirby get those guys fine tuning and get those guys playing that underdog role, and everybody's doubting you coming into Ole Miss. And they came out there and lost, man. They took another loss that was very shocking. I didn't expect Georgia to lose. And then Miami took a loss to Georgia Tech, who I thought Georgia Tech wasn't a bad team. I watched them earlier in the year, and they beat Miami. Miami's been like sneaking by each team, Virginia Tech, California. They've been like really close to losing, and then all of a sudden, boom, they end up losing. So that's another undefeated that's lost. Then I watched Indiana, Michigan, and Indiana. They played good ball the first half, but Michigan really played with some heart. They started to dominate the second half, and then Michigan had like a competent offense. I believe they probably would have beat Indiana, to be honest with you, but they played with a lot of heart. But Indiana escaped, so they'll be going undefeated coming into the horseshoe. Um, LSU, Alabama. Everybody thought that game was going to be a good game. Alabama blew them out the water, which is very shocking because I did think LSU playing at Death Valley would have a better team, better prepared Brian Kelly team. But shout out to Alabama and Kalen DeBoer, man. Jalen Milroe is a different athlete, man. But yeah, man. But most of all, the Buckeyes, they played Purdue, which, man, I ain't gonna lie. I watched Purdue a little bit. They're pretty bad, man. And I knew they were bad, but not this bad. Like, I feel like Ohio State could have did whatever they wanted on offense or defense, but they came in the horseshoe 1-7. Buckeyes just came off an emotional win, so you wanted them to come out there with some fire. Defense got to stop, and the offense came out, and we went three and out, which for the life of me, I don't know why. No disrespect to G. Scott, he scored a touchdown today, but for the life of me, I don't understand why Will Hard is throwing to G. Scott on third and what, five, third and four, when Emeka Buka, Carnell Tate, and Jeremiah Smith is out there. And if you look at that play, Emeka Buka came wide open on the slant route, but that's neither here or there, man. So we won 2-3. We punted it. I think that's when we got the block punt. Shout out to special teams. We got the block punt, Caden Curry, and got the offense out there and got started rolling a little bit. And I think it was 21-0 at half. Like I said, the offense was just moving methodically, nothing too special. The run game was like hit and miss from what I was hearing through the players' interviews that they were playing like a bear front. So I think once they realized how to block it, I think they Travion and Quinshawn was gashing them here and there. So and that's what you like to see, man. You like to see those 10, 15, 20-yard gashes, man. That gets the offense going. It gets them in a good rhythm. A couple could be definitely a little bit cleaner. I saw some opportunities where it could have went for a longer, but a missed block here. But overall, man, I thought the offensive line looked pretty good. I think Will Hard maybe had one sack, but I also feel like he was holding the ball too long. But other than that, I thought the offensive line kept him pretty clean. Carson Hinsman went down a little bit, but I thought he came back and played the whole second half, and it was a good day, man. I know people are going to be critical of Will Hart. He was 21 of 26, 263 touchdowns. The biggest thing, I didn't see a fumble and I didn't see an interception. He made some decent throws. He made some throws that I'm pretty sure he wants back. The one to Carnell where he had to come back. That probably was six, and those are the things. But I like that they're trying these things. He's going to have to hit them more often, but he's going to have to trust himself to throw them more often too. Because it was a couple of plays that they on the telecast where they show where Jeremiah, if he just he has the safety didn't even flip his hips. He just has to throw it, and he checks it down to the running back. Like he has to trust himself that, hey, I can make this throw. I think a lot of it is confidence because when he can step into his throw, he throws a beautiful ball, but he missed Jeremiah, he missed Carnell. But I thought the one in the first drive where he hit Jeremiah and he had that great catch, those are the type of plays that you're going to have to make because teams are going to, especially better teams, are going to say, hey, you're going to have to throw it over our head. They're going to play impress man and they're going to say, throw it over our head. And Will Howard has to be accurate and be able to make those throws. And I thought that was a beautiful throw. I thought the one to later in the game, I thought the one to Trevion was a good throw. So it's promise. He just has to keep throwing them, man. Like I said, this Purdue wasn't going to beat Ohio State. Let's be honest with you guys. There wasn't going to beat Ohio State. More than likely, Northwestern won't. It's not going to beat Ohio State either. But it's the time to fine tune a lot of things because you're looking at a 3-game stretch, right? Indiana home, Michigan home, and if you get past those two, it's ball game, right? It's a rematch with Oregon, and that's what you play them for. So those are the type of opportunities that you got to get prepared for. And then for the most part, I like what I saw. I want to get more cleaner in the run game. Definitely continue the offensive line, continue just playing well, gelling, uh, getting those blocks sealed up, and the running backs continue running hard. The receivers, I do like that Jeremiah had his record breaking in the second half. They were trying to get Carnell more involved because I'm telling you, those Carnell and Jeremiah, we know what Emeka's going able to do, and I know he's kind of have a quiet last couple of games, even though he scored a touchdown yard wise. He's not really been killing it like that the last couple of games, but Cardinell and Jeremiah, I'm telling you, those dudes are going to have to lead the way, especially against Indiana and against Michigan, because they're going to take certain things away. And I like how they made an effort to get Cardinell involved because if his confidence is growing, and we know Jeremiah, I think they're big receivers. They're big, they're strong. They're not easy to tackle, man. They're really big guys. So I like what I saw in the second half from the offense. The defense, but defense was the defense. We got a shutout, so we can't complain. Even though Purdue missed a 21-yard field goal and they missed another one, I don't think it was like too long, but yeah, man, they're just Purdue's not that good. But Hudson Card, he was 9 of 19, 108. I thought we got plenty of pressure on the quarterback, the running back, Mockabee, he was a solid player, 13 carries, 73 yards. There's a couple gash plays here and there, especially when we went to a 3-down set with the jack roll. Looked like he's trying something new. They gashed us a little bit, but you also didn't have Tyleek in there. We played a lot. We were playing a lot of young guys. I like Edric Houston, man. That dude is going to be really good like him. And then you got Caden McDonald next year. You got Matthews. Maybe Igminosa comes back. I think he should come back. Me personally, no matter what happens, I think he should come back. Uh, we still got Caleb Downs. I mean, you got I like that Jalen McClain kid. I think if he can tackle, I think he can be a very good player. He's rangy, kind of got a little bit of Malik Hooker, maybe not as athletic or big, but he has really good instincts. Like this Buckeye defense can actually be really good next year too. You got Caden Curry and you have the kid from Florida. I can't think of Kenyatta Jackson. Like if they can bring it on and we get some more depth behind them, like this defense can be. And then your linebackers are set with Cody Simon, and then with I can't think of the other kid name. Hold on, let me think. Give me one second. I can't think of his name because he been balling this year for us. Uh, Arvell Reese, that's who it is. Arvell Reese. Man, like this defense could be really, really good, man, next year. And young, they play a lot of young guys, but Edric Houston, he showed me something. Secondary was decent enough. Man, Denzel Burke can't catch a break right now. He definitely needs some confidence in his game. Uh, but yeah, the defense played good. We got an interception. We got a fumble return for a touchdown. Those are going to be critical over the next 3 weeks. Maybe not as much as Northwestern, but Indiana, you're going to have to force some turnovers. Michigan, it would be good to get some turnovers. I don't think you're too threatened about the offense, but I do think that you're going to be able to, uh, if you can create some turnovers, that's even better. And then if you get past those 2 games and you play Oregon, like those type of uh games, you need a turnover or two, man. You just have to flip the field like that. And I like what I saw from Latham. I like what I saw from JT. I like the pressure. I like the exotic blitzes. So Jim Knowles is getting better. I think he's getting more comfortable because they're allowing him to run his scheme. But overall, it was a good day, man. I know from a fan perspective, every fan has anxiety and you want the team to play good. I believe this past weekend, this week coming up, even though I don't like to take people lightly because like I said, every week is different. I like that I ain't gotta be sweating bullets and wonder about if the Buckeyes gonna win, right? So it was a good day, man. 45-0. The game was pretty much out of reach by halftime. It's nothing too crazy to say. Just continue just fine-tuning some things, getting better, getting better. That's what I love to see about this team, just getting better. It seems like they're trying to peak it at the right time, but this is, it's got one more fine-tuning, and then, like I said, it's time to go for the gusto. So you got two regular season games who, is going to mean something for your legacy and also for the team, for Ryan Day and the staff. So, and I think they're ready, man. I think they're ready. Other than that, man, I just like to see a lot of young guys getting with it. Like to see Trevion going out as receiver, using him in the run game, like in the pass game. I mean, like it's Chip Kelly dialing it up, man. I think he gonna take Michigan and he gonna take Indiana to the woodshed. As long, like I said, as long as the offensive line and as long as Will Howard continue just getting better, perfecting his craft, making wide open throws, reading the defense, no turnovers. I think this team can win it all. I really do. But yeah, that's all I really had, man. It was a pretty methodical day, nothing too major for the Buckeyes. We got Northwestern. I think we're favored by 30. We'll dive into that analysis later this week. But all in all, man, it was a good day to be a Buckeye fan. And I'm looking forward to this Saturday in Wrigley Field. It should be something different. Uh, oh yeah, one thing, man, I hate like I like playing at noon, but also like against Purdue. I mean, I like big games at night. I like big games in the afternoon, but I hate like how we just always on noon. 11 it was 11 o'clock my time, but it's noon Eastern, like always, man. Like it wasn't a big deal, but now it's starting to be a big deal because it sounds like the Northwestern is at 11, the Indiana's gonna be at 11, and we know Michigan's at 11. It's like, come on, man. We can't, I don't think they've had a night game, or maybe I'm trying to think, have they had a night game in the horseshoe maybe earlier in the year? Like that's crazy. That's when the best atmosphere to have a night game, and some of our biggest games are not at night. It's just crazy, man. I'll be glad when we get out this Fox deal and just have some night games in the shoe, man. I bet the shoe be rocking against Indiana if it was a night game. But all in all, man. It was a good day. So I'm gonna get out of here, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll be back with another analysis for Northwestern this week. Peace out.